Hey everyone, Burly Gaming here with my review of Artis Impact. Thank you, Keepler Interactive, for the review code, as well as the sole developer, Moss. This is a turn-based RPG, but with some hand-drawn animation and indie RPG. You know me, I love my turn-based RPGs, I love my indie games. This game's got a lot of cool, interesting things. You've got a whole unique leveling system and stuff. You can augment your weapons and all that. And there is tons for you to do. The game took me around 10 hours to beat. I do apologize, you're going to get the new signal thing with my AverMedia, because I have this running off my Steam Deck, and because of certain things with the AverMedia and when you're running the Steam Deck in there, sometimes you'll get the no signal. So, yeah. But as you can see, I love when you get in these little battles, how the background looks. And you're gonna do an attack. I'm a little over leveled, so I'll overkill these enemies in this area because they're quite weak. But the animations are gorgeous. And it is a fun combat system, which they did add difficulties. I'll admit it, I played on easy just to help get me through it. One thing I nitpick is when you're choosing the difficulty, it will tell you easy or normal, and it'll say normal, more achievements. If you pick easy, you knock yourself out of all the story achievements except for getting the ending. And it's like, really? I think it could have been communicated a little bit better. But combat is fun. I love the little writing between our Akane. I'm not going to be able to pronounce her name correctly. Her writing and her dialogue and her interacting with the people in this world is great. The world, you got a few different places you can explore and go around, and I think for the most part they're good. You have an interesting leveling up system. Is once you hit 30 is your max, but as you can see, it says you've got your actual like combat level. You'll see here in a sec. Pressing the wrong buttons. When you go to save, you'll see combat rank. Sorry. So you can, once you hit max up, you can go back here to the camp and combat rank yourself up. You'll go back to level 1, but your stats will be so increased, so you can keep doing that a few times, and you can get very powerful. You will need to do it because the difficulty spikes quite a bit in the game. So, you get a few different weapons, but I love this whole augments. So you can give different effects, like this one blade, you have corrosive effect, one the flame, and this is a file from a couple hours in, so I don't have everything. You can do stuff like that. Your little robot AI companion, you can customize it, or do you want it to do an attack? Do you want it to heal? Also, and different attacks and stuff, and give it different things. You can customize it to get it to your needs. You can also go to this little workshop bench, do dynamic upgrades, upgrading your stat and power. Now, as you saw when I saved earlier there, you have to pay money to save, except for when you're down to like $10 or less. You don't have to do it, which is nice then, but at the same time, I hate that pay to save. Like, I hated it back in Donkey Kong Country 2. I don't like it here. I think I can understand it's a different mechanic. You're trying some different things. I think it's not as well thought out, personally, in my personal opinion. And this game does do a decent job of guiding you where you need to go. But I find how the difficulty spikes go can make it a little harder and a little frustrating. And you, like, for anyone, if you're gonna play it on easy. Like, that way you're leveling up faster, you're feeling stronger, you have a better chance of have higher stats. Like, I can change it at any point, and if I go change, my health will go down, it's not your mana, but I fear. Oh, okay, MP. I couldn't remember if it was MP or PP. I'll admit there, I was wrong. Money, if you're wanting money in the game, you don't get a lot through your traditional methods in RPG from your battle encounters, and there's only really one shop you can sell to. But you will, when you go into certain towns, there'll be jobs and stuff you can run and do. And you know what? You get some little flavor text, but you'll get some money that way. You can do some customization of your house. There are stuff in the world interact, but I feel for, like, if you're gonna get money in an RPG, I feel you should have a little bit easier time of getting it, and that it shouldn't be the one shop in the first town that I gotta go to sell stuff and get money. And even so, I find you're never like, aha, I'm really rolling in the dough, and since you need the money to get your combat rank up and all that, and really power yourself up and upgrade your weapon and stuff, I feel you're really starving in this game. But I can still recommend this game. Like, here in Canada, I think it's $24.99 here on Steam. It's only on Steam. If you're into RPGs, I can recommend it, but there's just a few caveats on it. But you know what? This is a great first attempt for this developer, and I'd love to see more what they do. If I have to give it a score, I would give this a 7 out of 10. There is problems, but overall I did enjoy it. But I'd love to hear from everyone in the comment section. What'd you think of the game? You're thinking of trying, not thinking of trying? Let me know in the comment section. Burly Gaming. See y'all next time. Bye everyone!